Hey gang, as sort of a token effort to be topical, I decided to make a video on a rap record that sort of loosely thematically ties into, of course, the big Hollywood movie event opening this holiday weekend. I'm talking, of course, about the big epic sequel, My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2, and the record that goes with it, of course, bam, right here, a Superman rap by Big Scoob called Kryptonite on Fully Blown Records from the year 2000. So you should know Big Scoob. Big Scoob is aka Johnny Famous, but more aka, or more BKA, better known as, Scoob Lover, as in Big Daddy Kane's dancers and regular collaborator, fellow rappers, Scoob and Scrap Lover, who were on all of his albums from the very first album till pretty much the very last, not quite the last one, but most of Big Daddy Kane's albums, certainly all of his biggest ones like Cold Chill and Warner Brothers, and even on MCA, featured at least one or several appearances by often both of them, but especially particularly Scoob Lover, who then changed his name to Big Scoob. And this is one of his solo records, and I'll tell you right off the bat, just in case you're worried and you're like, oh, I'm not even going to check for it, this is after the period when he started talking that really high-pitched, put-on, fake Cypress Hill Be Real kind of voice, where it's this really unnatural kind of cartoonish voice, which he did for a little while, sort of like on In the PJs by Big Daddy Kane and on one or two of his solo singles. This is past that. He's now back to rapping with a more natural voice, so it's a lot more listenable. So the song is called Kryptonite. He's busting out through the Superman logo, and anyone who's familiar with the classic Superman movies, meaning specifically the Christopher Reeve ones, are going to recognize the instrumental immediately, produced by Livio G., who did a lot of kind of New Yorky kind of stuff. He did stuff from everything from like the Fushnikins to like lots of Fully Blown kind of stuff and lots of other Big Scoob records, actually. But basically, they've looped and chopped up the quintessential, the most famous Superman theme, as in the one from the original Christopher Reeves films, the big bombastic theme, with the horns and everything as soon as Superman flies in to save the day, that theme. But you hear the horns in the beginning, and every once in a while they bring it back, but the basic loop of the instrumental, they really chop it up into kind of a funky, unusual way, which you're going to hear when I play a clip of it. But it's undoubtedly still, unquestionably, the Superman theme through and through. Disappointingly, though, he's got the instrumental, and he's got, obviously, the picture cover, but what he doesn't really do is keep up the Superman theme in his lyrics at all. Rapping-wise, no Superman stuff. I mean, which is, good in a way. You don't want to rap about Superman. That would be some pretty corny, silly stuff. But it would at least be kind of cool if he kept up the Superman imagery, like, metaphorically in his lyrics. But he doesn't. He really is just freestyling, doing his own kind of basic raps over this beat. And it's pretty good. He's got some good punchlines. He's got some good, clever rhymes. But it is a little stretched thin. Like, his best lines in there are pretty good, but there's a lot of kind of filler in there. So it's a decent rap. It's a solid song, but it's definitely not like an amazing song by Big Scoob. It definitely shows that he's got skills, but he's not really throwing him down 100% on this. That said, actually, there is one token reference in here where he does say something like, look up in the sky and who do you see? Big S-C-O-B-B. So he does throw that in there, so there's a little bit of Superman. But again, that's in there, but this is still not a Superman rap. It's really basically a Brooklyn rap. He's just basically bragging about being a dope MC from Brooklyn. So this is one of many, many singles that Big Scoob released from the late 90s into the early 2000s. At one point, he had an album announced. That album was going to be called The Jump Off. Unfortunately, that never happened, but he released more than enough 12-inch singles to make up for it. Not only the couple that you see behind me, but all of these are Big Scoob singles from, again, the late 90s to the very early 2000s. And even regarding this single here, I've actually got two versions, although it's just one version of the song Kryptonite. There's no remixes or alternate lyrics or anything, but there's two 12-inch pressings. So there's this one, the picture cover, which has this sort of the generic Fully Blown records. Every 12-inch single on Fully Blown records had this kind of label on here with the illustrated check. And also a promo version, which uses the Superman logo for the logo, but it doesn't come in a picture cover, so I guess that's their way to make up for that. The big difference between the two 12-inches is that this has just the main song, Kryptonite, in three versions, the dirty version, the clean version, and the instrumental. And the picture cover version also features a B-side track called All Y'all, which features a rapper named Mr. Clean, who I'm not really familiar with. I think this is pretty much the only thing he's done, but he's all right. He kind of throws his own. He and Big Scoob, again, take sort of very similar style rhymes to Kryptonite. On this song, except here it's a duet, and they're kind of passing the mic back and forth. Again, produced by Livio G. The beat's all right. It's definitely not nearly as interesting as the A-side. I mean, the A-side has kind of the gimmick hook of it being the Superman theme, but also it sounds really dope. The other one is fine, it's okay, but it's really nothing spectacular interesting. And when their lyrics are just sort of like fine average as well, it's, if you're a big Scoob fan, it's cool to have one more song, but otherwise it's definitely not something to track down. You'll want to track this down if you're interested in Big Scoob doing the Superman song, but otherwise, not really for the B-side. The B-side is just like a little bonus extra, and that's also in Dirty Clean, an instrumental version. I'll play a clip of that as well, but really it's all about Kryptonite. Big Scoob, year 2000, rocking over the classic John Williams Superman theme. Here we go, Kryptonite.
All rise. Who thou wants to speak?
It is I be, thou trendsetter, Brooklyn, where I'm from, don't front. Brooklyn, home of thugs, no punks. Brooklyn, stay iced out, smoke blunts. So tell me what John niggas want.
Yo, pussy lips cover me a cold winter night. Redeem, son. It's not who don't bite. I wish you never met me at all. Like Carl Thomas, you couldn't even get it notarized. That's a promise. Wave spinning, front style, make your baby mom smile. Make the bitch wish she had my child. Street grammar, y'all niggas think it's all glamour. So I rock baggy pants to talk my MC hammer. I'm nice, you just polite nice. You the type to get a hot track and won't flow right. I'm from the slums. Red alert, no we bums. Late night with Mr. Sears, where them guns come from. I should rush ladies night, but I don't DJ enough. My big caps make you flex without a clue, Tony Cut. She the grimy Brooklyn niggas who grew up on free lunch. With food stamps and a box of Captain Crunch.
Brooklyn, where I'm from, don't front. Brooklyn, home of thugs, no punks. Brooklyn, stay iced out, smoke blunts. So tell me what John niggas want. These punk ass niggas trying to front. That's why they got stumped. With a lump here and a lump there. What here, look there, look everywhere.
Y'all is laid up. Your whole front side sprayed up. Crawl in the box with your grill piece made up. I crawl like the scab with pus in it. Your gun got dust in it from not busting it. Give a fuck for a fuck, nigga.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, what y'all doing right now?
You heard?
I'm in right now. All over the world. Coming in the door. Ready? Heavy get up.
Yeah.
Heavy street
This
corner.
that
Shit y'all need. Don't matter if you on the street corner. You gotta walk it on. It don't matter. Even if you in the fucking booth.
Yo, this for all y'all.
All y'all.
All y'all.
All y'all.
Show 'em that you hot, Scoob.
I be that dude. Snatch your bitch out the 6 cause I'm just that rude. Show 'em that you hot
We
clean.
be that team, you on our dick, cause you see us on the TV screen.
Y'all gon' love this hit when the song come on. Sip Chris and pull bitches by they thong, the
Y'all
thong
gon'
thong.
spit that game, trick that thing, in the car to the crib, going home on the train.
Y'all gon' rush that stove, give me platinum cells. Put my shit past 10 when you twist the
Y'all
L.
gon' catch me in the VIP, poppin' Don P. Security, send them hoes if they freak.
Y'all gon' wreck the club when my jam come on and say fuck wearing silver, we got platinum
Y'all
on.
gon' hustle, get dope. Fuck out the ghetto. Cop a new crib, driveway, Porsche yellow.
Y'all gon' floss that ice, cop that mink. I met a bitch, she a dime, but her breath was stink.
Y'all gon' see two thugs spit game for the